Everyone thinks that teens in our world today use alcohol, tobacco, or drugs to cope with everyday struggles. You may think they do,
but they don't. Welcome to the But They Don't podcast, a podcast for teens by teens. Join us as we cover substance use prevention, mental health, community conversations, and more.
Hey guys, and welcome back to the But They Don't podcast. I'm Katie, and I'm here with Parker and Breann.
Thought you were going to forget my name.
No, if I forgot anyone's, it would be Parker's.
Hey guys, thanks for having us on, Katie.
Yeah, of course. Are you going to say hi, Parker?
Hi, how are you?
Okay, so today we are going to talk about vape and drug shops and all the statistics of those, because I went on vacation and I saw at least 8 drug shops.
Wow.
So I'm like,
where did you go on vacation?
Tampa.
Okay, yeah.
So in 2017, Tampa was actually the second highest city that allowed vaping.
Wow.
Publicly.
Okay.
And that's a big tourist attraction too, so.
Absolutely. A lot of people go through there.
Yeah. Okay.
So Katie has looked up a lot of different statistics and information specifically about vaping and vape shops. So that's what she wanted to share a little bit about today, and just have us here to be able to continue the conversation and discuss some of these statistics.
Yeah, I don't think y'all just want to hear me talk about
statistics. It's okay.
Yes.
But when you sent this to me last night, it was really interesting, just to be able to see the numbers, because we don't always see these numbers like this. So I think it's important to know. So
yeah, and you also saw all my mistakes.
It's okay.
Because I cannot spell to save my life.
It is all right.
Okay. So, one of the first things I saw, this was in 2019, so it's different now.
Yeah.
But this is the most recent one I could find. So the top 10 states with the highest vaping rates.
Yeah.
Ohio and Colorado are tied for 9th.
Okay.
8th is Nevada, and I'm pretty sure they're up even higher now. But I could be wrong. And the high school vaping rate is actually 15.5, and adult is 12.4%.
Yeah, I know you were mentioning that in a lot of these statistics here. A lot of the high school rates are higher than the adult rates.
Yeah.
And that is absolutely wild to me.
Yeah. In the Ohio and Colorado, they're both tied with high school is 29.2% and adult is 13.5.
Wow.
And the thing is, they're the lowest on this right now. So, and then the top 2, Kentucky is second with 14.1 for the high school rate and then 13.1 for adult. And then Oklahoma, the rate was 14.
No, you're good. 16.4 for the high school rate.
And adult was 15.4.
So they're both higher. The top 2 are both higher in the high schools than the adult usage.
Yeah. I think the only one that the adult was higher was Arkansas.
Right.
But
yeah,
even that wasn't even.
Yeah, it's really not that big of a difference.
Yeah. Just like barely not even a 1% difference. And so I see after that you've written down that Nevada has 6.7 vape shops, or 6 to 7 probably, not 6.7. That was silly. 6 to 7 vape shops per 100,000 people.
Yep.
It's interesting.
And so if they are all the way down at 8, imagine what Oklahoma and all those
definitely
other cities have.
And I know if they're, which I'm sure these vape shops are like the ones we see here in the upstate of South Carolina, and I did a scan of our county a couple of months ago for behavioral health, and I went through and went into different vape shops, and they're selling a lot more than just vapes, right?
Yeah.
They're selling things like Kratom. They're selling the Delta 8, Delta 9 products. They're selling drug paraphernalia. So it really, when these high school students and these adults are going in, they're not just going in and seeing vapes. They're seeing a lot of other options that they can turn to, and that's what's so scary about these vape shops,
Yeah. And to kind of move forward.
Yeah.
1 year. From tobaccofreekids.org, I saw that in 2020, the middle school rate was actually higher
Wow.
than high schools in Juul, the brand.
Mm.
So middle school was 35.1% and the high school was 25.4%. So that's about a 10% difference.
Yeah.
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 Which is, I feel like the middle schoolers don't understand and they're just trying to be cool
Yeah.
when the high schoolers actually kind of know. So
Yeah.
that, I don't know. I think that was cool for me to see.
Yeah. I mean, we've heard in this county that kids are starting to vape even at the youngest age of 5th grade.
Yeah.
So we definitely know that it's in the middle schools. It's not just a high school problem anymore.
Yeah.
Parker, you want to share that next part about the e-cigarettes? That's pretty crazy to me.
Yeah, about 3.6 million kids have used e-cigarettes in just the year 2020. I can only imagine that number's gotten way higher since then.
Yes, and I know we always say COVID changed things, but it really did.
Yeah.
And I think now we're still, COVID's still around, but post the really big epidemic of it or pandemic of it, I feel like there's more and more kids. Like you've seen more usage, right? Because you're going to be a senior this year, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you've seen you were in high school during the pandemic. So I'm sure you've seen a difference from when you before pandemic versus post pandemic.
Because it started my freshman year, and I kind of I wasn't in there that long,
right?
But I still saw some people vape, but it's not huge.
Yeah.
And then now going into my senior year, it's like, do you even care if people see you vape at this point?
Yeah.
Because I don't think you
It'd
do.
be easier to count the kids that don't vape than the kids that do, yeah.
See, it was the opposite for me whenever I was in high school because, let's see, it started, vape actually started being a big thing when I was in, 8th grade, which was 2014, something like that.
Yeah.
So, and everyone who did it, it was very calm and quiet about it. And now, even whenever I go and see my little brother or go to his high school or anything, it's everywhere.
Yeah.
You just see it.
Yeah, and I don't know if I was just blind to it or it wasn't a thing as much when I was in high school, but vaping wasn't, I feel like maybe smoking cigarettes and things like that. But even then, it wasn't like I walked into the bathroom and smelled cigarette smoke. I think I maybe walked in the bathroom maybe twice in my high school career and smelled cigarette smoke. Yeah. But it's just totally different. It's a different world for you guys now,
It's very uncommon whenever I was around.
Yeah.
And obviously, I feel like after maybe 2010, that's when vaping started becoming the thing and less cigarettes.
Right.
Yeah.
Because, back then, in the 80s, it was, cigarettes.
Definitely cigarettes.
And it was always just cigarettes, not really vaping.
Yeah.
So now that vaping comes into play, to be honest, I think it's harder to smell.
Yeah.
Because the cigarettes have that,
distinct smell.
Yeah.
It's going to hit you, yeah. And then vaping, it's just
it could be lotion. I mean, you know what I mean? Like the fruity lotion. It smells totally different.
Yeah.
And that kind of enters into that next point you have, that February 2020 to March 2021, total e-cigarette sales increased by nearly 50%.
Yeah.
And that's all during the pandemic,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that was during, I think, the biggest stretch of it all.
Right.
Because that was about over a year.
Mm-hmm.
And obviously the pandemic is still basically here.
Yeah.
But we're not trapped in our houses.
Right.
And we're actually out and, I mean, it's probably easier to get that stuff now.
Yeah.
But still, that's when everyone was shut in their house. And
right.
so that's huge. So that means 14.8 million units to 22 million units.
That's the difference, yeah. Wow. Okay.
Yep.
Very
then
interesting.
The flavored e-cigarettes increased by 64%.
And then I see disposable e-cigarettes increased by 200%. Wow.
Yeah, the disposables have.
And you've broken that down, so from 2.8 million to 7.8 million units.
Yep.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so are we moving on to states with the biggest drug problems?
Yes.
Okay.
So I found the top 20, but I'm only going to go through probably 10 through 1.
Okay.
So 10 was Indiana.
Okay.
9 was Nevada. 8 was Arkansas. 7 was Colorado. 6 was New Mexico. 5 was New Hampshire. 4 was the District of Columbia, which is in Washington, D.C.
Mm-hmm.
I had to look that up last night.
Glad you did.
Because for some reason I thought it was actually like here in South Carolina.
Yeah.
No.
I was like, dang.
It's
And
okay.
then, 3 is Michigan. Not first. Second is West Virginia, and then first is Missouri.
Wow.
So
Wow.
Missouri just climbed up there really fast.
Yeah.
But that's drugs, not really
Yeah.
the vapes.
Yep.
And then in 2022, the top 10 lowest drug use, 10 is Georgia, 9 is South Dakota, 8 is Virginia, 9 is Nebraska, 6 is North Dakota, so both of the Dakotas are in there. So they're doing good.
Good job, Dakotas.
Very nice, Dakota.
And then 5 is
Iowa?
yeah.
It's okay.
I always get that in Idaho and Ohio.
Well,
like,
the
mixed up.
fourth one, I'll go ahead and take it for you. It's Idaho, and the third is Utah.
I think I got Utah. And then second is Hawaii. So
Yes.
they got to keep those islands clean. you
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
know? And then 1 is Minnesota.
Okay.
Mhm.
So that Minnesota's doing really good out there.
Top 10 with the highest drug use.
Parker.
So at number 10, we're looking at Tennessee. Number 9, we have Oregon. 8, Michigan. 7, Colorado. 6, Nevada. 5, New Mexico. 4, Missouri. 3, Arkansas. 2, District of Columbia. And
And
number
Washington,
1,
D.C.
yes, in Washington, D.C. Very good. And then number 1, we have West Virginia, which was also number 2 for the drug problem.
So, yeah, Missouri
Mhm.
dropped
Yeah.
down to 4, it
Yeah.
looks like. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Arkansas came up from 8 to
Yeah.
3.
Yeah, and
So-
that was in a span of 2 years, which
Yeah.
is,
It's good that you see a
Yeah.
couple of drops here and there.
Yeah.
yeah. But you don't want
I'm
that
happy
jump.
that we don't see South Carolina on there.
Yeah.
I think we're right in the sweet spot.
We're kind of in that sweet spot, but we want to be first.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's why we're
First and the
doing
lowest. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
the
the
goal.
lowest.
The lowest. Yes, yes.
Just
Yeah.
clarifying
y'all knew
things
what I
for
meant.
Katie so y'all understand.
I think everyone knew what I was talking about.
I hope
but
they did.
we need that clarification.
Just clarification, you know?
It's good to clarify.
Okay, so I'm not going to list all of these because there's like 27,
Yeah.
but I will list the
Top 5. You can do
Yeah.
top 5 for this, yeah.
So the top 5 in May. This was published in May of
2022.
2022
Yeah.
Mhm.
on Cloud9 eSig
Reviews. Yeah. Okay.
reviews. Yeah. Wrong. Okay. So first is Miami, Florida, which I wasn't at Miami, but that probably
Close,
kind of goes
yeah.
up towards
Yeah.
And just to clarify again, these are cities that permit vaping in public.
yes.
Okay. So first is Miami. Okay.
Second is Providence, Rhode Island.
Mhm.
Fun fact: I did not know Rhode Island was a state until like 8th grade, 9th grade.
We're going to need some geography lessons.
What are they teaching y'all?
No, okay.
Katie
have a
says she can't
reason.
spell and she doesn't know any of her states.
What do y'all do?
Okay. So we were talking about it in 3rd grade, but you know, 3rd grade is more like towards South Carolina.
The history.
Yeah.
I was like, what is she saying? 3rd grade is geared, like the
Geared
curriculum.
Got
Yes.
it.
The history
Got
of South Carolina. And
So you just forget about all
So-
the other states?
no,
Just picking
But-
on you.
we randomly started talking about Rhode Island. So I'm sitting here and there's Tybee Island,
Oh.
there's Sea Island, there's something else. There's some more islands down there in Georgia. So I thought it was a city in Georgia.
Rhode Island's not in Georgia.
No, I
Yes.
don't.
Way up north.
It's its own state.
Guys, do not make fun of me.
It's
Okay.
okay.
Anyways, back to what we were talking about.
Number 3.
Nashville, Tennessee.
Yes.
Which is not that far from us.
Right.
Probably like 5 hours.
Yep.
Um,
Very populated cities that we're seeing here. Yeah.
Mhm.
and these are also kind of like tourist attractions
Yep.
too.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So a lot of kids are there too.
Yep.
depending on who all goes there. Denver, Colorado. Virginia Beach, Virginia. I'm pretty sure everyone knows where that is.
And that's the 5th one.
Yep, that's the 5th one.
Yes.
And it just keeps going. Surprisingly, number 6 was Las Vegas, Nevada.
And what was number 10?
Number 10 was Iowa.
Very good.
I'm glad
We're proud.
saying now.
There's a charger over here, and I will throw it at you.
Oh my god!
But hey, we aren't on there.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
But Breann.
What? I'm just picking on you.
But what's crazy is number 20 is North Carolina,
Wow.
which we
Yep.
are right under them.
Yep.
So
I didn't really
So
know
I
that.
actually I have been going to Dollywood with my kiddos, and they have vaping sections.
Mhm.
Usually we were used to like seeing this is a smoking area, but now it's like this is your vaping area, and you like can sit on the bench
There were
and
ones
vape there,
at Disney
and that's the
too.
only place you can in Dollywood. They
Yeah.
don't
Yeah.
allow you to smoke or vape anywhere else. But isn't it crazy that we've come to a world where Dollywood or Disney World
Mhm.
has to have
Mhm.
a vaping and smoking section?
I knew that vaping was gonna become a huge thing
Yeah.
when I saw it, but I didn't think it was gonna be that big of a thing.
Right. Right.
And at least they have like sections where they can go do it, and they
Yeah.
can kind of like kids who don't want to be around that
Yeah.
don't go by it.
And I know a lot of
breathe it in.
cities that have the ordinances where you can't smoke in a certain area, like in the city. And I think that's important. So,
Yeah.
and festivals, sometimes keep that clean as well and say no smoking in the area.
Yeah.
But
Well-
I think it's just going to continue to change and adapt, and we just need to be able to be here with preventative measures and
Yeah.
encouraging youth that
Yeah.
can come and share with their peers about the negatives of it and the bad side effects that can
Yeah.
happen now and later in life from
Yeah.
usage of it.
Now, when I went to Tampa, there was a town. I'm gonna probably butcher how you say it.
It's okay.
Ybor.
I've never heard that, but it sounded great.
Yeah, it's like a little Cuban town,
Okay.
Okay.
and my dad wanted to go there because Cuban sandwiches.
Yeah.
He loves those.
Yeah.
And he was like, I just want to go see it, and so we went.
Okay.
And one night we were actually walking down because we went to a restaurant there. We were walking down, and I just get like a huge whiff of it smells like skunk.
Mm.
And I look over, and it was a bar. It was an open bar, and I saw one, not couple, but 2 guys sitting there
Mhm.
together with a bong, and they were just smoking.
Wow.
And around them, everyone else was smoking.
Mm.
And it was open.
Right.
And there were little kids. It
Yeah.
wasn't much,
Right.
but it was like,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
That's
Now, do you feel like before the youth board you would have noticed that, or do you think your eyes are a little bit more open since being a part of our board?
I think before I would have noticed it,
Right.
but I wouldn't have really.
Been frustrated
Cared
as
as much.
frustrated. Yeah.
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 That makes sense.
And like I probably would have been frustrated, but
Yeah.
now that I'm technically going out and I'm saying like don't do them,
Yeah.
don't do drugs, especially with little kids around.
Right.
I think I'm kind of more like strict
Yeah.
in my mind.
And you want to
about
be a
it.
leader in the community and
Yeah.
show that that's not okay.
Yeah.
I completely get that.
Hmm. And the thing is, Ybor, or however you say it,
Yeah.
like if you ever have heard about it, you're gonna want to go and take your kids to see like what they have there. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
know, like it's more of like a adult type place because
Right.
they have like cigar shops. They have like I think 2 breweries over there. They
Right.
have bars and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like me being young,
Mhm.
I enjoyed going to see that.
Right.
I wouldn't spend a whole day there.
Yeah,
Because it
yeah.
didn't feel that safe. But like with my parents, like I had a fun time
Right.
going and seeing that stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
And plus they have a trolley there.
Oh,
we
that's
didn't
cool.
get to get on it though.
Aw.
It was really sad.
That's
But,
cool
yeah.
though. I
And
think that more and more tourist cities, just with these statistics, more and more
Mhm.
tourist cities are starting to have these kind of shops and places come in. So,
Because tourists do that
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah.
it's not cool, but
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, so this was really good information, Katie. Thank you for looking this up. I think it's really informational. Oh, I didn't realize there was one. Sorry.
It's just like why people
Oh, yeah, okay.
vape.
Oh, this is a really cool stat, actually.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I see that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
She sent it to me on my phone, and it was not showing up.
So this was in 2022, and this is reasons why people vape. I'm just going to go up.
Yeah, okay. Go down the list.
This one I think is extremely stupid because it's not helping you.
Yeah.
Number 9 was to help quit regular cigarettes. 6.1% of the people that they.
Well, I think that's the deal is because sometimes the ad strategies that these vaping businesses use or companies use is this is healthier than smoking.
A lot of the older ads
you know?
were too,
Yeah.
like the
I'm thinking about the training that you and I did a couple of months ago,
Yep.
and Parker and I did, and it talked about that. We saw like different ads, and that would be interesting for something for you guys to look at.
Yeah.
It's different advertisements and how they're number one telling you it's more healthy, and number two they are making it look more appealing. Not appealable. Appealing to teenagers.
Yeah.
And they're doing it on purpose, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
The 8th one is when people actually admit that it's an addiction.
Yeah.
It just says addiction.
Yeah.
8.1%.
Okay.
I thought that was kind of like, okay, y'all are actually truthful.
Right.
You're actually saying that.
Yep.
Number 7, not 25. 15.2% say that it looks cool, and that's why they do it.
Okay.
Number 6, they're bored. 28.7% of people said that. To feel good or to get high or to feel that high was 29%. 37.4% said to relax, to help themselves relax. 37.9% say that it's like a social activity for them.
Okay.
41.7 say that they like how it tastes. So that kind of goes back to the flavor.
Yep.
Ones. And then number 1 at 60.9 to see what it's like, just to kind of test it out.
And that's when it starts. So when you're wanting to see what it's like, and then okay, I like how it tastes. My friends think it's cool. We're going to social activity. It helps me relax. I'm getting high. When I'm bored, I go to that because I like the taste. It looks cool. And then you get to 8 where you're at the addiction, right?
And it's like you either go from to quit cigarettes and then start to go through I like how it tastes.
Yep. Everything else is just connected. Yeah.
And it all goes back down to 8, which it's you just have to kind of put the puzzles together, and you can easily just make these steps like this or this
leads
and then everything else, and it all ends with this.
Yep. And that's addiction, you know.
Yeah. So when I saw that, I was like, that all needs to be in this podcast because I thought that was really cool.
Absolutely.
But fun fact, Parker, would you like to tell us our fun fact?
What was the name of the place for the 2022 again?
Nauru.
Nauru Islands.
Yes.
Is the country that has recorded the most smokers for the year 2022. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
Originally we thought it was China, but we did some looking up.
That
fact checking.
In 2012?
Yeah.
In 2012 was China. Yes.
So it's changed a lot.
So it's Nauru.
Yep.
And we also had to look that up. So
I didn't know
it's
what
okay.
Nauru
You
was.
would think it would be like France or something.
Oh, you think you
Or
connect
France.
smoking with France?
Oh, because of the cliche.
Yeah. Well, it's either France or Italy. One of them.
I think
You're thinking about like the long cigarettes
France
and
is
like
the cliche with the long,
Yes.
in the pew.
I don't know
but-
why. When I first saw that, I was like, watch it be France. And I saw China, and I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's funny.
I'm actually
Okay.
curious where America would be on that list.
Yeah.
If we had
I didn't see it on
Yeah.
the top 10.
No.
Which is surprising, honestly.
Right, yeah.
I did see something that said which countries have the highest vape rates
Yeah.
or something like
That's
that.
probably.
And it was us and European countries.
Yeah, I can definitely see that.
Yep. Okay. Back to the cool stuff.
That was great.
Yep.
Great episode, Katie. For real. That was
did all
great
the
research.
research.
Yes,
Yeah,
she
you
did.
did
She
awesome.
came to us and she said, I want to do this episode. And
I have
she
all my
did.
research.
Did a great job. Yep.
Great.
Okay.
So, Katie, let's share about our upcoming event.
Yep. So, the upcoming event is August 16th at 6 p.m. We are hosting a fundraiser.
6:30.
Oh, 6:30.
It's okay.
Sorry.
No, don't be sorry. I just want to make sure it's right.
I'll probably be there at 6 o'clock.
you will. Yes.
Yeah, you'll be there.
Well,
at
I
6.
will try to be there 'cause I have practice. Anyways.
You gotta warm up.
Exactly.
Yeah, but I have practice before that, and it ends at 6.
She'll already have her warm up. It'll be
We
practice.
already warmed up.
All the other youth board kids need to get there early to warm up.
Meaning you, even though you're not a youth board kid.
Katie's our team captain because
I
I'm
am.
pretty sure she's the only person that's
Jaden.
involved in sports.
Me and Jay.
Only. Oh, what does Jaden do?
Basketball.
Just
Basketball.
basketball.
Oh yes. Okay. Jaden.
So if any police officers are listening, too bad. We're gonna win.
Yes.
Yes. Anyways, back to what I was
So
saying.
6:30, August 16th.
And we're playing against the Pickens City Police Department, which is why I kind of said if you're listening,
Yeah.
we're gonna win because
Yeah.
we're awesome.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be head to head to find out who the true winners are.
Us.
Us. I'll be there
Yeah.
to support you guys. Maybe not play because I really suck at basketball.
You're gonna
Katie,
play.
you're
gonna
playing.
do great.
I'm 5 foot. You really think I'm gonna be able
Anyways,
to dunk on them?
we hope that you'll come out and support us. And we're asking all attendees to donate at least $1 to attend.
Mhm.
We're excited to see how this fundraiser can help both the Youth Board and the Pickens City Police Department raise
Yep.
money for awesome programs. And it's
Yep.
going to be held at the Pickens High School Gymnasium
That's gonna be a long drive for me.
from Easley.
Yeah,
No.
it's 30 minutes.
Katie's trying to get out of the basketball game.
No,
You gotta
I'm
go,
not.
Katie.
I just, y'all, I'm 5 foot. You really think I'm gonna be able to go and dunk on them?
Yeah, you're gonna be yamming on people.
Absolutely.
Give me a trampoline and I'll do it.
We'll get one of the mini hoops for you.
Yes.
And then we can.
My little boy has the little like Fisher Price basketball.
You're gonna
You'll-
make me
You'll
dunk
bring
on
that.
Yes.
We'll have
You
a-
can dunk on it. We need to do a
That'll be
commercial.
our
We
side.
could do a slam dunk contest.
Yeah, we need to
on
do
the
a
mini
commercial. We need to do a commercial and put it out for the police
that'd
Am I
be
department.
the am I the shortest one on the youth board?
I don't know. I guess we'll see.
hoop.
I probably.
It's either you or Chin, maybe.
Chin, maybe.
Probably Chin.
All right.
I'll
So,
figure that out later.
Katie, tell them about our awesome T-shirt fundraiser.
Yes, so we are doing a t-shirt fundraiser. If you are thinking about going to get a t-shirt, say you got the idea from me, please.
This is
'Cause
her
I need some
episode. She can do it.
I need me some people.
Yep.
I also haven't really asked that many people because I've been
You
busy.
need to. They're
I'm
awesome.
going to.
They're really cool shirts.
Yes.
So you can
'Cause
check them out
me
on
and
our
Alyssa
social.
came up with them.
Yeah,
Me,
that's
Alyssa,
awesome.
and Jaden came up with them. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
Yeah.
that.
they look really good.
But y'all can visit
Yeah.
our social media platforms, specifically on Facebook. We have that, and Instagram, I believe.
Yep.
And we also will post a link to the T-shirt order form in the description below.
Yep.
And we
Remember
hope
to
that you'll
put my
get them. They're going to be, so once we've ordered them, you can either pick them up, or if a youth board member, if you know a youth board member, they can bring them to you.
Yeah.
But we are super excited about just being able to spread positive messages on T-shirts this year.
Yep. And speaking of our social media, follow the youth board on social media at Pickens County Youth Board on Facebook and Instagram and TikTok. We are PCYB.
Yep.
Oh, I
Thanks
got
for
the
having
letters
us.
right. Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks for inviting us on to chat with you.
Of course, I knew all of our listeners would be really bored if it was just me.
Yeah, you have some great points. You just needed somebody
Yeah.
to have a conversation with about it. So
Absolutely.
it's great.
Even though Parker barely even talked.
I'm not a very talkative person.
But you know what? He stepped out of his box. He's doing
I
this
did.
with us today. So
Yeah.
Thank you, Parker.
I dragged you out of your
I'm working
office.
on it.
yeah, she did. She
Yes.
dragged him out.
She
Said,
made
"You're
me.
gonna do it."
Yeah.
And then I'm pretty sure Jessica called me by my first and middle name. Was like, "You're making him do it or something."
Yep. Anything for the children.
Of course.
Absolutely.
Anything for you.
I'm here for the kids.
Yeah, sure.
I am.
He's here for the snacks.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
The
actually
big
probably-
lollipop
that's actually-
bowl that's
Oh yeah, the dum
out
dums.
there.
Dang it. Danny owes me dum-dums.
Okay, anyways. Okay. So thank you guys for listening, and I hope y'all have a great night or day, whatever it is. Bye.